Hello! Ugh, it's been a while since I did anything in Dreams, actually. Hello everyone. I hope this is recording. I believe it is. I was trying Twitch, you see, for the last half an hour, and it just refuses to work whatsoever. Tried using the website to check any settings. It redirects to the mobile app, which is absolute shit. It's garbage. I thought I'm going to go back to YouTube. I wanted to try Twitch because it's been a while, and just thought I'd try something different. But back to YouTube, first time flawlessly. So into Dreams then we go for some music production. Now I need to say that I have, the last day or two, been noodling around anyway. Let me go to my creations. So there's one there. The U-boat I never finished. That was that's for a community jam. This thing here, Full Moon, some people seem to really like that, and the treasure map that I made. Yeah, U-boat, U-boat, U-boat. That's taken time. Unterseeboot. Where is that? Okay, so this is the last tutorial. I say tutorial. The last session, way back when this was released. I believe in April. I was still kind of like finding my feet with it. That hasn't changed. I'm still finding my feet. It's incredibly complex. I think that's the beauty of it, though. There is so much that can be done. The potential is incredible. So I think I had done some remixing of other people's stuff the last time I streamed. So I made some detuned side. Yeah, I need to turn that into an actual instrument. This is what I did make. I'll preview it quickly. So I did the track and then did all the visuals to go with it as well. I'll go into edit mode because I don't want to play the entire thing. So yeah, here's the track behind it all. And it was... Actually, let's just go to view mode. This is what I did. So I set up a camera, made some clouds, and it's just a moon rising as the track plays. I think it's on my YouTube, so if you actually want to check out the full track, you can do. I would say I'd link it in the comment or in the description, but I can't be bothered. I ain't that kind of person. You want to find it, just search my channel. It's not like I've got hundreds of videos. Like a little D&B liquid track. If you want to call it liquid. Coffee. So, a little smooth roller. That's enough of that. Like I said, if you want to check it out, you can do. Let's get back to creation. Okay. So, the latest thing that I've been working on, as like it. Hang on. Go to edit mode. So, you can see that I don't know how much you're going to know or remember from the last video, or if you've just come from that video to this one. But I should imagine my workflow slightly changed. So now I'm using microchips to keep everything in. I don't think I was doing that. Before. Trying to keep separate timelines for certain things, and I've got a feeling though that things are going to get very complicated very quickly, and if it's anything like the U-boat that I was working on, when you've just got multiple layers upon layers upon layers with wires and cables, I quite like it. I quite like the chaos. It's like being in a studio and having lots of patches and racks and stuff like that. Not that I've ever been in a studio and done that, but it's kind of how I imagine it. So, yeah, kind of a bit of a dubsteppy reggae kind of thing, just to get back into it, get my feet wet again. Thought I had chords on. And this is a ready-made effects field. So I don't know if I'm actually going to turn that off. I don't know if I'm going to keep going on with this. This might be something I'll return to later. I'm trying to be a little bit more snappier with music production in Dreams. So let's make a new one. Let's do that. Let's do something different from the start. Don't need to save. Didn't change anything. Alright. So let's start fresh. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Didn't want audio visual. Straight music. There we go, music. Okay, bang, timeline. Open that up. Let's extend you out. 16 bars. And I'm going to keep using the controller. I do have the move controllers, but I'm going to stick to using the well, I say standard. It's not a standard controller. This is a Nacon controller. But for all intents and purposes, it's a standard controller. What the hell was I doing? Tempo. Right, so let's try something a bit house-like. Okay, it's about 1, 3, 2. There we go. I don't know why this does not just change to BPM. Why do we have to, like, why can't I just change that over? So there we go. We'll do something house-like, 132 BPM. Oh, turn on my, where's the thing for the side? There. Okay. Turn the sidebar on. Right. Search. No. No. I think I'll be better at this by now. Instruments. Let's go. Percussion. Actually, have they got just a straight drums one? There we go. Drum kits. I thought so. And of course, electric, because that's what we're into. Now I'm thinking already I want this one. I'm going to mix it in with this one. Just check a second, because think it was that one. Okay. Go back. So I want. No, move. Ah, you fool. Okay. I might have to plug a keyboard and mouse in at some point and find out whether we've got support for that. So. That's nice and crunchy, isn't it? On that. I really like that snare. Yeah, without distortion. I think what I'm going to do is just leave it dry while I mix it with the other one. So let's piano roll. And where's that draw? There we go, draw. We'll leave it at 4 for the moment. Ooh. Oh, beautiful. That's such a cool thing about Dreams, isn't it? Where you can just go play, but then add the controller movement, that movement. Woo. Turn the headphones up. Why not? Fucking fat. Okay, so that's just too much, I think. We'll add it in and we'll see how it mixes and then try doing some tuning as well. Let me just set the locators. That was it. Not got it on loop. There we go. No, go away. Have I come out of music mode? No. Yeah, R3 to start time. Why is it? Start time! God damn it! There we go. I love you! Okay, yeah, we'll add that in. It's probably a bit too strong. We're definitely going to tune it. No, wrong one. That one. And again, I'll draw it in with a pencil. No. Damn it. Snap. Is it? I think it's sample based, so I should. Ooh, no. In theory, be able to extend this out. Maybe. Increase the release. Yeah, that's a bit better. The volume of it. Done it too strong. Maybe adjust. Let's try it. I think I like it a little bit pitched up. Let's go extremes. Okay, we'll leave it like that. I think pitched up. Oh, it's a semitone, isn't it? Yeah, pitched up nearly 1.5 semitones. I'm dropping this down again. Okay, we'll leave it at the single semitone. Now I'm going to go back to the other one. This is really bottom heavy. I don't want to play with the pitch, but we'll give it a bit of distortion if I can. Giving it that little bit of crunch. Yeah, hear the difference? That's it there. You probably thought it sounded alright, but now it sounds a bit flat when you switch that on. Right, okay. So, don't want to layer any more drums. I'm quite happy with 2. Sometimes I might do 3. Like if I was in Logic, I'd probably do 3 drums. So I'd do a low end, a mid, and a higher end. Do you know what? Sod it. I will actually. We'll do that because I mean I said that's what I do, so I might as well show you guys. This is what I do. This is not a tutorial as such, but just so that if there's anyone out there, if I can inspire anyone, then brilliant, job done. So again, gonna drums. Or should we try choosing something different? Yeah, let's try being experimental. So I'm gonna go into percussion. Don't quite know. Guitar clock. Okay. You have piqued my interest, guitar clock. What do you that's quite that's got a bit of a progressive vibe to it. That's not what we want though. These effect fields so good. MIDI molecule, they've done such an amazing job here. Just the twisting that it's doing to this one sound. That's it completely, well I say completely dry, but that's it dry, that's as it comes. Just listen to it. I really like this. Yeah, that's going in actually. That little, just a little do do. Okay. Solo that for a second. I'm going to EQ it. I want to cut out the low ends of it. In. No, let's. The problem. This is the problem, isn't it? You look at things, you think, ah, tweak, 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 tweak. I like it as it is. I like it as it is. And do you know what? If you like it as it is, leave it. Like, sure, you can do something to it, but at the end of the day, if it sounds good, it sounds good, and that's what matters at the end of the day, isn't it? If it sounds good, it doesn't matter whether you bought a sample pack and you've just put the samples in there wholesale. Right? You're still going to put your own little spin on it at some point down the line, whether that be through effects or the composition itself. It doesn't matter. And I think the trouble is, there's a lot of us out there, myself included, and I'm always guilty of it, is to feel like I have to tweak a sound and rinse it and twist it and do loads of things to it to make it mine. Having said that, a little bit of delay maybe. Let's go up to 15. No, back down to 0. Don't like it. So there we go. Sounding okay. And we'll just stretch that out for 32 bars then, and introduce some hats, and we got progressive going. I do want to actually extend it out into a 4-bar loop rather than just a single 1-bar, and that will come with the hats. So we shall do that. Stop that before it goes crazy. Sorry, makes you go crazy. And no, it's not right. There. Hey Kiki, how you doing, girl? Right. So our drums, they're in there. Full 4-bar. Same with you guys. You on the piano roll. Now I need to actually delete you, don't I? I think. Ah. For God's sake. Okay, yeah, cool. So that is our... I'm going to have to check this out, whether on... Well, I say check this out, I shall research it as to whether there is a kind of bounce function. Because I'm happy with that composition as it is, and I would like to just turn it into straight audio file so that I don't keep messing with it right now before I add other elements in. So... Is that possible? Because I know that, like, when you're doing sculpture and stuff like that, you could select things and then go group them together and then save it as a new thing. So I don't know. I don't think I can. All I've got is tweak selected. Okay. Right then. So, the hunt for more percussion. So we're going to want to do something like an A-B. This will be our A loop, and then we'll have a B loop, which will just be like a little fill. Little drum fill or something like that. And then we'll have that as our B loop, so that over the course of 8 bars we get a little bit of variation. So let's extend that out then to 8 bars, and we shall select you all, copy you over, and I might just quickly go in and we're going to sound absolutely awful because I don't usually edit without the loop playing, but I'm trying to be a bit conscious that it's going to drive you guys crazy. Yeah. So that'll do. Nice, simple. Let's get some hats. Finger clicks might be returning back to you. I don't care too much about tuned percussion right now. Let's go back to drum kits. Let's try. See what you've got. Acoustic fusion. Yeah, okay, I suppose. Oh, oops. Okay. That sounds... I don't know, it's a bit metallic, I think. Don't know what it is about it. Might sound a bit better with some reverb on it. I wish it would stop doing this. When I move the canvas, just keep it in the perform mode. My fucking god. Stop doing that, please. Just... Oh. You ain't right. Oh, no, I can't just do that. Okay, I will. I'll do a nice, simpler pattern. And then have that variation at the end. Why is that? Feels like there's some kind of variation going on already. So I'm actually going to... I'm going to delete these effect fields, I think. I don't think it's making any difference to the sound itself, but at least now I've got a completely dry tuned verb. Hey verb. Verb. That's the problem, isn't it? I'll keep... I know that I can, but I'm so used to working with just having a channel strip, just having my effects applied to whatever clip is in there. We're definitely going to have some... Delay's going to have to go. Like it. I really don't. I don't know. I don't like it really. I think I'm trying too hard to try and make it work. Yeah. Yeah, I am, aren't I? Needs to be aware of replacing sounds. Stop. Didn't there, or am I just imagining that? Surely you could just drag it over, couldn't you? So if I went like this. Yeah. Already that sounds better. In for a sec. That already sounds better. Let's try and do this one-handed. Sorry for the longest drink of coffee ever. Okay. That was... No, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, again, something simple. Feel like there should be an extra one in here. Oh, that's annoying, that snap. I was going to try and do a little bit of like a push. If if that works. It's gonna sound garbage like that though. Would sound garbage anyway, but experimentation. Yeah. Okay, that can go. We'll leave it like that. Okay. So the next stock sound will be a clap or finger pop, click, something. No snare though. I can't remember what that snare was that I really liked now. It wasn't in this, was it? It was in the percussion. Oh! Oh, that hits hard. Yeah, a bit. Might be a bit too crunchy, this. Now, you might be wondering, why am I spending so much time faffing around trying to come up with a drum pattern? It's because I don't memorise drum patterns. I don't think, okay, that's where that always goes, well, apart from, say, the actual drums themselves. But everything else I try and not retain too much, because I like this process of experimentation, because sometimes you come up with stuff that you would never normally come up with. And yeah, it's frustrating because sometimes you think, okay, I've got a pattern in my head, but I can't get that pattern to match up with the beats on the grid and get the hits right. But it doesn't matter, man. It sounds like it's going to sound like a car crash before it sounds real good, so don't worry too much. Am I telling you that? Am I telling myself that? I don't know. Just before it. Feels pretty standard to me. having it like that. I suppose it works, that's why, because it sounds good. An offbeat snare. Tune it a bit. Oh, excuse me. Better, a bit more of a close. No, that's EQ though. How do I make this bigger again? There we go. What is that? Oh, dynamics compressor. Kind of the weirdness in me wants to add a bit of a flange to it. Or chorus delay. I suppose I can get a similar. Not delay though, chorus LFO. Yeah, nice and low, let it just roll off a little. Doubt you can probably hear that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, just kind of keep it moving slightly. Distortion, do we? No, we'll leave that off. Leave distortion off. Filter, don't need. I need to do synthesis. Panning. Stereo width. I'm get a bit close. Do you know what? I didn't do any of this with the other stuff. Speaker's volume, go away. No, I better do that with these actually. Yeah, look. Quite wide, isn't it? The rear speaker thing's going to matter too much. It's so weird, that kick being really loud. It reminds me of like when you've got a compressor and you have things looped and the compressor can't quite keep up with the processing, so you always have that kind of loud spike before the compressor catches up and tries to like rein it in. Yeah, so I'm using the snare like a clap. I don't know whether I should add a little snare fill or not, because we've already got two kinds of. We've got the hats and then we've got the drums. We'll try it and see how it sounds, but I've got a feeling it's not going to sound great having a little snare fill right at the end there. We'll try it though. Maybe just the last. No, right down. It's not too bad. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. So, we have 8 bars of a okay drum loop. Quite simple. But I think we'll leave that one there. So this is going to be our drums. And bar any kind of just EQ and side chain, I'm probably there's going to be no effects added to that one. So let us add a new timeline. And that one. Change the color of it so that we don't forget what. Also need to put the studio lighting on because The default lighting really pisses me off. That's the colour it's supposed to be. This is the colour it is. Come on. Tool. No, it's going to be back out of music mode, isn't it? Guide. Studio lighting. There we go. Even though it hasn't really changed it. So anyway, our green timeline is our drums. Got there, mate. And our new now orange timeline. Why? Oh yeah, I've got to readjust it. What was the thing? It was 115, 110. Okay, 110. That should make our playback speed 132. There we go. Extend you out again. 16. 16 bars. Okay, so I wanted to make a bit of a house kind of track. Most house tracks gonna have some kind of piano, usually some keys, some kind. I wouldn't consider myself a house producer at all. Drum and bass, me, Jungle S Massive. So I'm gonna fumble around in the dark quite a lot, and you're gonna fumble and fuck off, I should imagine. After seeing me fumble. Music mode, music mode, music mode. How do I get music mode? Forget. Modes. Sanctuary of music. Okay, so search. Search. The big search symbol, you pillock. That's nice. But we'll add all that later if I'm going to bother. Gagging for keyboard mouse support. Oops. Shame it doesn't have any kind of like organ. It's gonna be in synth. No. Well, we have an organ. Not going to fit there, I don't think. There's chords on as well. Oh, this one I was messing around with earlier. I haven't actually chose a key, so I'm going to go minor key because I'm a moody bastard. Minor and ooh, how do we feel? We'll go E. I wish I could assign what I want to. Don't like the organ. Let us play with the filter. Put that filter right down. This is the problem I have, right? I've gone E, G, right? Now, I would have thought that on the left would have been lower down the scale than on the right. But it's not. It would make sense, wouldn't it? You're thinking of a piano, you're thinking of a keyboard. You go from left to right, you go up, and you ascend up the scale. So that sounds quite nice, actually. Definitely had to drop that filter down. It's just too bleh. I don't know how to describe it. Too bleh. Okay, this is gonna have to go right out. We'll do 8 bars for this one, and then clean up. What it was now, it was E, E, G, no, D, 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 and then E. That was it. No. No, I've completely and utterly lost it. What we'll do is we'll just Ah! Don't watch me, don't follow me. I'm rubbish at music. If I do that, is that going to affect the other time? Oh god, where's the other timeline? Yeah. My dog. How do I... Fuck off. No, please. Get fucked. There. There was a thing where I could make this kind of full screen. I suppose I'll just zoom in. Oops. No. Totally, utterly garbage. And it doesn't matter because it didn't record anyway. That was a wrong note at the end there. Plop that in. Get rid of you. Finally able to perform. Kind of. Even though it still doesn't sound quite right. I don't know whether there's some slight delay going on with the button presses, but I'm not very good with that, I must admit. As you probably know. That is quantized already, isn't it? No wonder that sounds fucking awful. Is it? Have I got a quantize on? Music snap. It has. Okay. Because I can't do it retroactively, can I? Okay, right, fine. Let's bring this to the foreground, and we shall start. Why are you not starting there? Flipping hell. Okay, you fuck off. Oh, I can't believe that. That's so annoying. Hang on a minute. Can't be there. Select. Finally. That seems a bit too... No. Doesn't seem right to me though. And that's it. I know I'm going to go back in and try and fix all this because not quite right. It'll do for now. It'll do until it annoys me that much that I have to go back in. It's already annoying me. Do my head in. Let's see. Okay, what the hell's happened there? Is that just from me messing with that? Oh, no, they ain't moved. That's odd. Okay. Leave that as our little starter keys. Let's get on to something else. One more thing I need to do on this. No. Yes. And we're going to put this as organ keys. This one. Red. That's why, Jim. That's why, you fool. And this one's going to be bass. I'll leave this one at 8. Okay, a bit of an FM. Turn the cords off. No. Controller. Like. No. Kind of. No, stop fucking pressing the... it's just a fucking button combination. They follow each other nicely. too much. And that doesn't sit right, I think. Okay. Metronome settings. Are there metronome settings? It must be. Yeah. No, metronome settings. Metronome. How do I say, Ron? Ah. Okay. I'm counting. Oops. That's what I've not done. Thinking that was not right. It's 110, wasn't it? There we go, that's better. I wish I could just set a global tempo. Say, right, okay, this entire project, no matter what's in there, is this tempo. And then have these be individual if I want them. It's because I'm thinking from a DAW point of view rather than a game point of view. Right. What was it again? Oh, where's me counting? Where's me counting? Ugh. No, I can change that. I don't like that last. Yeah, don't like it. That last note. B, wasn't it? That sounds god awful. just gonna sound shit no matter what I do. Let's just delete that entirely and just leave it as a longer note, if that works. Come on, man. There we go. Yes. What to do, what to do. Okay, we shall put that one on the back burner, I think. And let's see what else. I quite like the bass sound. Classic kind of FM frequency modulation. Try you. I don't think you're going to be much good actually, but. Nope. Okay, let's try doing that then. So we'll add yeah, let's add on the offbeat. No, let's just perform that actually. Make your fucking mind up. Want to move this actually. Just move it. Select. Yes, I can. Oh no, that's copy. Okay, let's clean that up. I've realised I've not been talking a lot, so yeah, as you can see, I'm playing around with the filter and trying to see if let's just increase that by default. That should be its default kind of lower setting, I think. And then as we get further in, we'll open up that filter. This is pissing me off so much now. Does not sound right. I want to add a variation to this base. What I'll do is I'll keep that going for extend that out to 16 bar. Cold coffee now. There, and then I want like a downwards kind of cadence. A and G. Ah. Okay, already. Not sounding right. I don't know why. What happened there? What have I done? Ah. No. I just... Step up, doesn't it? What the hell? No. Still doesn't sound right. Try doing it this one earlier then, so these will be our... Oh shit. These will be A, and these will be purely B. Come on, it's so fucking fiddly. Okay, we'll leave that for now. I have really got to sort this fucking... This! Keys! Also, something doesn't quite sound right in one of these as well. It sounds like it should be here, but sounds wrong. Doesn't sound right at all. How do I change that snap then? What was that? It's on 16th now, so should be alright. Chords, man, chords. Okay, why is it on C? Let me have it on... Sure, it was E, wasn't it? Yeah. Sounds a bit better. Hmm. Right. Please check your comments. Hey. Hey, Nick. And Daniel, if you're still there. I don't think you are, but hello. Right. Make sure my volume's down so it doesn't bleed through. Okay, so got that cleaned up at last. I think it doesn't need a bit more delay, maybe. Still doesn't quite hit right for me. It's so crazy. Don't hate it. It's a nice long. Okay, we'll keep it on that. Let's try longer. There is one. Ooh, dubby. Nah, not keen. Prefer that one. That's slightly stereo spread. Okay. Down there. Join the others. So we've got basic drums, basic keys, the basic bass. And what do I do next? Actually, I'm just going to quickly make a sculpture so I can snap all these into one place. I kind of get annoyed with them just floating in midair, and I find I lose them. So, exit music mode, sculpt mode, huge square block. That'll do. Make it a nice colour. Make it shiny. Yeah, shiny metal. No, come out of that. Coat. do. Shiny yellow. Bit mustardy. Right, pin you on there. Pin you on there. Pin you. That way I can keep it all nice and neat, and then resize, and so I don't lose stuff. So let's think what else. So I'm thinking now might be a good time to actually start building a structure. So we'll need another timeline. Yet again. Do all the usual gubbins. Set the tempo. Didn't save that, did I? Tempo 110. Looping on. And I'm going to keep this at this standard blue colour, as it's going to be our master. So I'm going to call this one, predictably. Actually, no, I won't call it master, because that might come later. I will call it... No, can't call it composition, because I'll get shortened to comp. Okay, we'll just do it all in caps. There we go. So this is going to have everything in it, I think. So we shall get our drums and we'll drag them over. Is that how I do this? I'm struggling to think because I want to have variations of drums at some point. So, you know, for like 32 bars, it's going to be pretty similar. And I'm just going to add things in, crashes, risers, that kind of stuff. But it needs to be able to, like, just make quick edits. So I might end up on a loop right now. And that doesn't sound right at all. Why? Why has that suddenly gone and thrown a wobbler? Okay, let's just try drop you all in. Almost like there's a master tempo somewhere that's Okay. Okay, I see what's happened. That's fucking confusing, man. Right, so I've got my playback speed set to 110, which, if you bothered to watch this video from the beginning, I don't blame you if you didn't, is actually 132 BPM, even though they're different values. This is doing it in percentage, and if I highlight over it, this is actually now saying 145.2, because this is also 110%. So what it's doing is it's kind of adding on. So this is 110% and this is 110%, and then together they make this one much faster than it needs to be. So in theory, if I drop this down to 100, it will now match this one. Let's just test that. So 100. 132. Yeah. So that's what that's done. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. So I might have to rethink how I'm doing this. I don't want to. Okay, let's just Let's just wind back. Let's get everything out of here. Because the only other way I can do this while keeping everything intact without because I can just see it getting so confusing later on. Doing it either way, actually, is to keep it all on here and then have a separate timeline and have my drums extend this one out 32 bars. But then that means having multiple timelines. Unless I treat these like buses. So this would be my drum bus, this would be my key bus, this would be my bass bus, and have my pads and one shots on a separate bus. And just keep it nice and simple. 4 buses, or auxiliaries, as you might call them. So like, and then work, yeah. Confusing. Confusing. I mean, it'll be like one of those things that at the time it won't be that confusing, but say if I leave a track for 2 weeks and then come back to it, it's just going to be like fucking Spaghetti Junction, because I'm not going to know where everything is. Again, it's going to be layer upon layer upon layer, like fucking like musical Inception. So alright then, we'll do that. So I'm going to make another, snap that one there. And this one is going to be our pads and one shot. I don't think I'm going to bother with a vocal one just yet. And we shall leave you a nice standard blue. 110. Looped. Yeah, of course, they do have sound channels. I don't know if this has like an internal mixer that you can access. I think it does, doesn't it? Because I do go, if I go here and then sound gadgets, master mixer, right? Right, okay then. Right, you're going to get stamped in here. It'd be nice if I could just rename all this shit. And then you're going to go to General A. Can I rename General A? General Channel. Yes, I can. No, I can't. God damn you. So I can't rename that. So General Channel is going to be my actual bus. Told you it's going to get Inception. Music and Inception. So I've got a bus channel. Let's put that here. Might as well get all of them out. Okay, so we'll have 4 different channels. Ah, right. Let's I've forgotten how to. Might seem like a whole lot of faffing. If I do it now, save me later on. Big down there. Okay, so those are going to be my buses, and we'll keep those separate there. Drums. Bass. Keys. One shot. Oops. Ready. And okay, so there's my musical cube. It's just, it's going to be so confusing. Okay then. Drums. Now I'm going to go 32 bar. I'm going to take the bulk of this, because this is what's going to be when everything's kicking. And actually I want to extend you past 32 bars. Okay. So this is going to be our mini drop, I suppose you'd want to call that. So we're going to be building up, building up, building up, and then this is where everything's going to start kind of kicking off. I'm going to introduce our elements slowly. Now, I quite like the thought of starting off with you. And you to begin with. Solo this. Okay. Might as well keep these going all the way now. There was a loop function, wasn't there? What was that? Sure, there was a loop function where I can just go, yep, okay, loop you. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? Okay, so we'll do that. I'm just going to concentrate on the first 8, make some volume adjustments, and maybe add a bit of filter or something like that. That'll be good for 16 actually. Okay. Wish there was different filter types. Right, I have you. A bit longer. Okay. Now, I used to have to use keyframes to make automation work. So, try doing that again. Come out of music mode. And gadget. Do you know what? I'm just going to stamp a few things onto a cube. Might be useful. Signal generator. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All these in the project. Processing, want signal manipulator. Yes. Timer. Yes. Selector. Selector. I don't know so much about a gate. Microchip 100%. On top there. Yes, you want a node. Okay, I don't know about an exclusive gate. We'll need one of those. Back to sound mode. This is what I want. Oh, keyframe. Okay, that's stupid. I went to get a keyframe and came out with everything else. Right, keyframe. Animate. Action recorder keyframe. Timeline. Another one that I need to just plop down. Do you want a top? Try an action recorder just in case. I'm not. Okay, that should be that there. New. Open. Open our drums back up. They weren't stamped. Hey. Right. We're going to copy our keyframe. Plop that in there. And then we're going to use this to affect the filter cutoff. And that's actually going to go all the way over to here. Change it to ease in. Oh. No, it's not the keyframe. I'm trying to think. Do I just record it? I think that's what I did last time, isn't it? Just recorded the keyframe, adjusted the cutoff. Don't know how I would do it retroactively though. It's not really. Not letting me. Hey, now I remember the last project I did. I could use automation. I could make things automated using keyframes. Just can't remember how exactly I did it. I'm pretty sure that I plopped this down and then it went into like a record. Maybe that's what I'm doing. No. No, there should be a way of going, right, okay, need to edit it now. There's not a global record function I can see. Let's have to come out of music mode. Ah, edit keyframe. There we go. Alright. Kinda looks like it's working, but no. Okay, we'll edit that again if I can. Why won't it? There we go. That's what you want. So you want it fully open when it's here. Okay, that'll do for now. Just gonna do something a bit cheeky as well. Get this. Delete them. Just be left with a single drum hit. Okay. Now that needs to change because I can't have that. Hmm. Go here. Extend out one really. Hmm. Because there's a variation in this pattern that needs to be upheld. So it would go like this would be the alternative. Suppose it would be to do this. Shame I can't merge these two into just one pairing. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be arranged so that at 40 this comes in. Kind of want these keys to come a bit earlier though. If the keys come in actually forgotten what they sound like. That ain't right. Why are you being triggered right now? You should be getting triggered. Oh, please tell me. Does it work like that, or does it not? Otherwise, that's a bit pants. Yep, I think that's gonna happen, isn't it? I've got to make a master. I'm gonna have to make a master timeline, which is what I was originally going to do. Okay. Yep. Got to readjust all these though now down to 100. Right. Oh, you did. Okay. You are going to start 40. Where life begins, apparently. Okay. 100. No idea why that's messed with that, but it has. Shit. Why have you done this? Ugh. Why has it done that? Hey, Kiki. No. Can't jump up. Right. Hey, baby. That's really, really going to annoy me. feel like all I've done is faff around with a freaking organ. Like something it's shifted. No, it's just back where it started. Hmm. It's so annoying that you have to do this. Okay, let's... Piano, piano, piano. Have a look what mess I did there. Why can't I extend that? So it did not save that at all then. What the frickin' hell is going on with the snap? Honestly. Right, let's just turn the snap off for now because it just fucking with the groove, man. Do you know what? I think I'm going to give up for today. Give up. I'm going to stop. I'm spending so much time trying to get these keys right. I think I just need to call it quits for today. Quick save. And we'll call this... I was going to call it house for now, because it's the closest house, and it is D&B. Sorry I didn't really talk too much for the last couple of hours. Just getting so engrossed in trying to sort things out. But hopefully, if you have watched this all the way through, I mean, I salute you for that, because I can understand it's a bit of a slog. Hopefully you might skip through and found some bits that were useful in either music production in general or specifically for Dreams, because I know that Dreams can be a bit of a nightmare for just trying to do music production. It is fun, and I really commend Media Molecule for what they're doing. I think it's amazing. Yeah, I shall be returning to this possibly tomorrow or the day after, and I might even work on it offline a little bit, just to save all the hassle of you just sitting there watching me loop the same thing over and over and over for hours while I tweak minor things. So it'd probably be better for me to just do some stuff offline, and then when I come back on, I'll be able to explain to you exactly what I did and how I did it, and or why. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like I said, I hope you've learned something new, or I've helped you in some way. If so, mission accomplished, and I shall see you again sometime soon. Peace out.